It's the 10th of August, about 8:30 in the morning, and it's about 81 degrees already. Look at all these berries. I'm gonna try to keep the birds out of these this time so that I can get some red ones for Christmas. This salvia likes it in this pot. So pretty. This week, this is such a mess here, even though I've got some basil coming up in the beds because I planted it in there. There's a lot of weeds and dead stuff. Anyway, this weekend is supposed to be another hot weekend, 109 for the highs, high 70s for the lows. So I feel like anytime it gets into the 70s at night, we've got a shot at having a fairly decent day, but not necessarily, because I mean it's like 79, not 80. That's hot for being at night. Then after that, the days are like in the hundreds. I mean, we're gonna hit triple digits every single day, but what can I say? There's still a bunch of mint in that. And my husband treated that. I think it gets chlorosis. And he treated that too. And that's greening up nice. And then he trimmed all that back. He's been pretty active out in the garden. Me, not so much. I've harvested some stuff. Oh, there's a crow or something over there. I've harvested some stuff, but I haven't spent a whole lot of time out there. Look at how big these hibiscus got. No flowers. I don't know how these are doing. None of these are looking very good. Although there's some green at the bottom of that one. That's hopeful. And there's some green at the bottom of the other one. Of course, I started out with a specific size and they're struggling. I don't know if there's any green on this one. No. It's pretty brown. But there is green on those two in the center. So maybe I'll only have to replace two. This is getting nice and big. Like seeing that. There's some up there. One right here. I love a pomegranate tree. I think they're so pretty. Basil is going to seed, flowering, and that looks like a seed or a seed pod because they're really tiny seeds. So I might be able to capture some seeds off of that. I know it's not pretty when you do that, but I'm all about the seed. This one's kind of hidden back in here, being engulfed by this basil. You can tell that something that's in the shade doesn't go doesn't grow as fast and doesn't go to flower as fast. Oh, that smells so good. I love the smell of basil, especially that cinnamon basil. And that's why there's so much of it right now. That's pretty. The bottom, no. The pot, yes. Had a branch that came off of a tree, so I'm gonna send it through the chipper, but I just have to wait until it cools off some. The hibiscus back there has started to get bigger. It was the last one I planted. Those red lantana look pretty in there. Most of the gladiolas are not liking what's going on this summer. There's a bunch of bees in that. Thank you, bees. This is pretty. This little guy, oop, he's even got some. These are definitely trees. There's so much I want to do. I just want it to cool off. I'm gonna start planting flowers in the house that I can move out to the garden as it gets cooler. Those got huge. I should really pick some of those, or cut some of those flowers and take them in the house. They're flat. The flowers, when you try to grab some of these ones that are dried, they actually bite you. They've got some stickers to them. Tomatillos are greening up a little bit. There's my pumpkins, just the Cinderella pumpkins. And then there's some kind of worm or something. You can tell on the leaves of the cowpeas. All of these are cowpeas. I have planted zucchini in here, but it didn't take off. This zucchini is a Ford hook that I bought from Burpee, and so is that one. And then there's a cucumber plant that's doing really well, and some more cowpeas. cowpeas kind of give it the nitrogen it needs, I think. Oh, the bees are going nuts in the tomatillos too. I made a salsa with the tomatillos I picked, and they turned out good. Cowpeas in here. Ooh, I've got another melon that's turned green or orange. You see the bloom of the okra. It's so pretty. I'm probably gonna harvest some beans tonight for dinner. Some melon in here too. That's one. It's pretty orange. My black-eyed Susan's getting really tall. It's gonna take all summer though. This one, ooh, what is that? Oh, I've got two big bugs. Pests. Why would it go in there? I guess it's because it's riper. That's nasty. When you grow really well, I mean when plants seem to be thriving, the pests come. I'm probably gonna remove this big okra that's in here. It never gave us any fruit, and it's taken up room in this bed I don't like, but I don't want to lose the butternut squash. That's all this. And I haven't gotten any fruit on it, but I'm hoping that over time I will. We've had a lot of aphids on our peppers. Been spraying them like crazy, but that's all aphids. And we had quite a bit of, we had some ladybugs on there, but I don't know what's happened to them. I'm gonna spray them again. This is a serrano that's looking good. It's fighting for its life though because there's so much around it. I want to open this up and give that serrano a chance to produce some fruit. These are massive. Look at the trunk on this okra. They're huge. They're trees. And it's engulfing my pepper plant. I should probably just cut these leaves off. Yeah, I think I'll turn that up so that I have my pepper plant has a chance. No fruit on this zucchini either. My husband, we're using them as trap plants now. Let the squash bugs go to those, and then maybe I got a chance on my new ones not getting infested. This has got some worm on it. These are my serranos that I got at Home Depot not that long ago. So we got these tomato cages out of here. Left a basil there. And I'm gonna redo this bed and plant some flowers. Possibly tomorrow. I don't know. We'll see. Zinnias. And lots of basil. I'm gonna take the netting off of here. I think I said that last week. Never did it. But I have to be careful how I do it because I kind of want to save these cowpeas in here. But yeah, I want to take this off and give these cherry tomatoes a chance to grow and pull these other ones. I don't care about these plants. They've taken a hit. Here's my patty pan that's taken over this bed. There might even be some I think there was a fruit on, oh, there's one down there. Tiny. And then this lemon squash. Got a lemon on it. I'm gonna probably pick that today too. It doesn't look pretty, but it's producing, so I appreciate that. And this is a zucchini that we shall see if it does anything. There's a... These might be Chinese noodle beans. I can't remember what I planted in here. I'll have to look. But I'm probably gonna try to untangle this somehow. That's part of my problem, is I really don't want to destroy these. Oh, here's a hole. But I want to get this out and let this cherry tomato grow like crazy. So I might lose those. I don't know. Here's some cowpeas I planted. And the bees are loving this. And I'm so glad they're in here. I didn't pull this plant. I still don't know what this is. Kind of interesting. Probably just a weed, but it's an interesting weed. I mean, it's a weed if you don't want it grown wherever you got it, but I might move it. I don't know. That's my garden diary. Today is Tuesday, August the 3rd, and this is what I got out of the garden for eggplants. I tasted some okra last week. I actually bit into a raw one this size, and it was not like woody. So I kept these, even though they're huge. But I got several, one burgundy okra, but a few. And I don't have enough to pickle or anything, but that's okay. I've got a patty pan squash, 2 lemon squash, a bunch of noodle beans that I'll cook up tonight, and some peppers. I think I was gonna look up, I think they're all sweet peppers, except maybe this one might be hot. Ooh, that's an okra. And then 1 tomatillo. Today is Tuesday, August the 4th, and this is what I got out of the garden. 2 Kajari melons. They both were off the vine this morning, and they both weigh in. Ooh, there's like an ant or something on there. They both weigh in at about over 2 pounds, and this one got split, so. Today is Thursday, August the 5th, and this is what I got out of the garden. I got 4 eggplants, about 5 okra, and 1 tomatillo. Today is Saturday, August the 7th, and this is what I got out of the garden. I got some okra, like 7 or 8 of them, 4 eggplants, a patty pan squash, a lemon squash, and some peppers, some cubanelle, and some sweet peppers, I think. Today is August 9th, and actually some of this was picked last night. Only one of the okra joined this morning. And there's a noodle bean that was dry, so we picked the seeds out of it. So we got 2 jalapenos, about 4 okra, an eggplant, and a Kajari melon. This is what I got out of the garden this morning. This is the one that had the bugs on it, and now I see why the bottom of it was cracked open like this. So I'm gonna open it up out here and see what it looks like inside. Could be full of bugs. Ugh. Okay, I don't see any bugs in there, thank goodness. But it's very mealy looking. So I might try to save some of these seeds. They might be viable. I don't know. But yeah, it doesn't look real appetizing. Smells good though.